A big thank you to Ronin's Tavern for sponsoring today's video. Ronin's Tavern recently sent me this Gear 5 Monkey D. Luffy playmat, and I am absolutely in love with it. The design is amazing, the quality is impressive. If Monkey D. Luffy's not your style, they do have plenty of other playmats to choose from as well. Take a look at them. The link is going to be in the description. Thanks again, Ronin's Tavern. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? What's going on? I'm Johnny TCG. I'm excited to see you here today. I hope you're having an amazing day. Today I've got a matchup highlight for you between Green Zoro versus Green Blue Rosinante, a slept-on leader that might actually be the perfect counter to Zoro. You'll be the judge of that, folks. You'll watch the game and let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Today, I'm not going to do a deep deck profile because I just did one in this video right here. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it in the comments. You're going to want to watch that video if you want a deep deck profile on Green Zoro for OP12. You want to get ready for the meta, whether or not you're playing Green Zoro or just need to learn how people are playing him so you play better into him. I also have a bunch of games in that video that you're going to want to check out. Most likely, maybe not, but I think you will enjoy it. Today, before we get into the gameplay though, I do have a giveaway. If you're new to the channel, we do a giveaway in almost every single video. Today we're going to be giving away a custom Green Zoro leader using art from the One Piece Treasure Cruise game. I am not the artist. I am not selling this. This is just a fun personal fan project of mine. All you have to do to enter the giveaway is 1, leave a like, and 2, leave a comment. It's as simple as that, folks. If this video gets 20 likes in the first 24 hours, I will randomly choose a US based commenter and send it to you completely free. That's all you have to do, folks, is 1, leave a like, and 2, leave a comment. That's simple. Also, if you like the channel, if you like me, if you want to support the content, if you want to stay up to date with the content, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. We are almost at 3,000 subscribers, which is really crazy, and it would mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button. If not, it is what it is though. Let's get into the gameplay. Do not sleep on Green Blue Rosinante. Editor, roll it. Our opponent is going to be able to choose the turn order. They are going to choose to go first. We'll be going second. I definitely think Green Zoro prefers to go first, but this isn't the end of the world. I debate playing out these Koshiro. For 2 Don, I mean, there are ways they could get rid of it, like a sugar play, but I'm not really too worried about it. We'll throw it on the field. We'll see what happens. 3 Don for them to work with here. Rosinante is such a sleeper deck, I gotta say, folks. Whether it's OP11 meta or even the OP12 meta, I am just such a big fan of Rosinante. They're going to start out with the 5,000 power swing into our life, which we take. We get the 2k counter, and then they're going to go Ivankov into Koshiro. Top decking that Koshiro was very lucky of them. We're going to swing 5,000 first with our leader. They'll 1k counter out of that. Then we'll play down the 4-cost Zoro. Nothing really too great to play here. That was really my only option, so I'm going to play out the Zoro. They will have that 2-cost sugar. They're able to rest our Koshiro. They'll clear it with the Ivankov, able to draw a card off Ivankov's ability. They'll swing 5,000 into our leader, and I am going to counter out of this one. I probably would have been fine to take that, but I did counter out of it. They've got another Ivankov into Rosinante. I cannot believe that. They've got divine luck on their side, folks. We're going to start out with a 6,000 power swing from our Zoro character into their rested Ivankov. I would not be surprised if they let this go just because they do have another one on the field. I would love to clear this sugar this turn as well. I got to get sugar off the board. That's always one of my biggest priorities when I play against a Green-Blue Rosinante. They are going to use Koshiro to block that swing into the Ivankov. I'm going to play down the Tashigi to rest their sugar and then give 3 Don to my leader. Off of sugar, they're able to rest the Tashigi. Now I'll give another Don to my leader and swing 9,000 into the sugar or Ivankov. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to try to clear the sugar, but I know that they will just use leader ability. So because they use leader ability, I'm not able to use my leader ability either because I did not battle a character. That's a bummer. Rosinante is a very nice counter to Green Zoro right now, folks. We'll see how the potential ban list changes things, but right now, that ability of theirs to become a blocker gets in the way of our leader ability, which is really troublesome. They're going to swing 5,000 to our life with their Rosinante. We take that, get another 2k counter. 7 Don for them to work with. They're going to swing 5,000 with one of their Ivankovs, drawing a card. I will trash 1k of counter. For 5 Don, they're going to have a carrot to freeze our Tashigi. That is a major bummer. They've got 1 Don left up. They might give this to their Ivankov and swing another 5,000 into us. Or they'll opt to just pass it back to us, not swinging with that other Ivankov. Not sure if that 1 Don is left up for an event, or just the fact that they didn't want to swing with Ivankov because then they would have drawn a card and they wouldn't be able to restand their leader potentially. We're going to swing 6,000 now with our character Zoro into their rested Ivankov, 6,000 into 4,000. Hopefully we can get one of these off the board. They will let that one go. That's good news. Now I'm thinking we play Cavendish, restand 2 Don. The Cavendish will be rested by their sugar. then I'm going to be able to swing really big with my leader. Unfortunately, no matter if I swing into the sugar or not, I feel like they're going to use leader ability to just take the hit anyway. And their board is really menacing right now, folks. I know they don't have a lot of threats that are big and dangerous offensively, but this Sugar, Rosinante, Ivankov, and Carrot combo is diabolical, especially combined with their leader ability. They're going to use leader ability there to take that hit, and then we'll pass it back to them. They're down to 2 life, but they have a ton of cards in hand. They've got a great board. They're going to be at 8 or 9 Don for them to work with. They're going to start off with a 6,000 power swing from their Carrot into our Zoro character. We'll 2k counter out of that. I need to keep my characters alive, right, folks? I need to figure out a way to battle for board and get a little bit of control on what's going on here, but it's tough when they have a character like Carrot that's going to freeze one of our rested characters, and because of their Sugar, we're always going to have rested characters for them to freeze, so it's like we're always going to play a character down. They're going to give 2 Don to their Ivankov, swing 6,000 into our Zoro. Again, I am going to counter out of this just because I feel like I have no other choice. I really feel like I need to keep some characters on the board, so we will 2k counter out of that. But look at our hand size, folks. This is bad. This is definitely bad news. We're going down really low in card hand size, which is always a bad sign. Now they're going to swing 7,000 with their leader into the Zoro. We are going to 2k counter out of that one as well. Then they're going to have another Carrot. Oh my god, folks, I'm about to crash out. I don't know if we can even come back from this. They're just in such a strong position. If you can't remove a Rosinante's Sugar and 2-cost Rosinante off the board relatively quickly, you're going to be in for a long game, folks, and that's what we're dealing with right now. We're going to start out with a 6,000 power swing from our Zoro character into their Ivankov. Unfortunately, they are not going to let it go. They will counter out of that. We're going to play down the Perona Searcher to do a little bit of a search. An event card wouldn't be a bad idea here, but also that Tashigi would feel pretty good too. I don't know, folks. I'm really a little bit tilted right now just because they've got such a strong position on us. This Demonic Aura 9-sword style Ashura Dead Man's Game is going to be really strong in this matchup and could help us go for game, or at least just rest their characters to deal with their board or use for counter. But at the same time, this Tashigi does something similar where it's going to be able to give our leader Don, and we're going to be able to pressure their board using leader ability. I'll take Tashigi just for the fact that I'll be able to play her down this turn, give 3 Don to our leader, and then hopefully clear one of their bodies. It doesn't really matter which card I rest off this Tashigi's effect, because that Rosinante blocker does get to use his ability regardless of whether or not he's active or not. We're going to rest the Carrot, even though it doesn't really matter too much. We're going to swing 9,000. We'll start off 9,000 into the Sugar. Maybe we'll finally be able to remove it from the board. I wouldn't be surprised if they do block with Rosinante, though. Because we have that 3-cost event in our hand, we will be able to restand our Zoro. They will let the Sugar go. We're going to use our 3-cost event, hoping that we can get one of these Carrots or maybe the Ivankov off the board. I think the Carrot is what is most important right now. Also, maybe I should have just went for life here. Maybe I should have just ignored board and say, okay, we need to win in these next couple of turns. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below if at this point in the game I should have just ignored their board and went straight for their life. Next turn, I'll be able to play a Hody Jones and apply a lot of pressure on them. They do have a lot of cards in hand, though, and they'll be able to draw more with Ivankov as well. They're going to start out with a 6,000 power swing from one of their Carrots, 6,000 into our rested Zoro character, freezing our Cavendish. We'll let that go, of course. No counter in hand, even if we wanted to save it. Now with 6,000 power Carrot swing into our rested Cavendish, we're going to let that go. They're freezing our Tashigi. At least we do still have one Tashigi standing. They are going to have the 8-cost Eustace Captain Kid here, folks, and this might be the end of it for us, depending on what they have in their hand. If they have like a blocker to pair with the Eustace Captain Kid, we are definitely going to be in trouble. They do. They've got the 2-cost Rosinante. They'll give it down to the Eustace Captain Kid. Swing 5,000 into our leader. We can 1k counter out of that. And folks, yeah, this might be the end of it for us. I don't know if we're going to be able to get around this giant Eustace Captain Kid. We're going to start out by giving a couple Don to our Tashigi first to swing into the Eustace Captain Kid. They've got a lot of cards in hand, though. I'm going to give Tashigi 4 Don, so we're swinging 11,000 into the Eustace Captain Kid, who's 8,000. They will block that with their Rosinante blocker. Now we can swing really big with our Zoro leader. The thing is that they can block this with their leader anyway. So I don't think if they want to keep this Eustace Captain kit alive, they certainly can, regardless of what cards they have in their hand. I'm going to leave a Don up just in case we get a event out of life, but I don't think an event out of life would save us. They're going to have a bunch of swings this next turn, and folks, I may have let you down. They say Green Zoro is a broken leader, but alas, he does have weaknesses, folks. Green and blue Rosinante. This was a great game. I mean, it definitely stunk for me. I felt like they really discountered everything. It started from the beginning once they double hit those Ivankovs, and I could not remove that sugar. 7,000 with their first carrot, 7,000 with their second carrot. And folks, they're just going to put me out of my misery. 10,000 with their Eustace Captain Kid. GG's. I try to get a rematch, but don't get one. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the game I got for you today. I got absolutely whooped. I cannot believe it. I mean, I know that Green Blue Rosinante inherently has a really good leader ability in this matchup specifically, but I did not expect it to be that maybe dominant from them. I could not deal with the sugar. I could not deal with their Ivankovs. I could not deal with the carrots, and that's just the way the game's gonna go. Despite the loss, it was a really fun game. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you did enjoy it. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know as well. If you made it this far in the video, you are a real one. Consider hitting that subscribe button. I gotta go to Otakon right now. I'm running late. Editor, end this video. I've gotta go. Have a great day, everyone.